Before we begin this video, I recommend that you visit google.com and search for dinadata.com. This website is a great resource for the latest updates on Dinar Guru news, all conveniently located on one page. For more information, I encourage you to visit the site.
The middle of Iraq's fiscal budget period has everything to do with the timing of the rate change. The US is not a hold-up. You guys can call it like that, but the US is not a hold-up. They want to really help the economy in Iraq. Because they destroy it, now they want to build it again. They're waiting for the right moment to put it back normal. Government advisor explains the possibility of using the dinar instead of the dollar in oil sales. Saleh is educating the people. They're keeping it fresh in the citizens' minds as there's a likelihood there's going to be a big change coming. That will likely reflect the flexible exchange rate system. Government advisor explains the possibility of using the dinar instead of the dollar in oil sales. Quote, "Will it be a fixed exchange system supported by foreign reserves, or will it be a flexible exchange system in which the petrodinar changes with the change in oil prices? These are paths that have no answers on the ground and are really very ambiguous." Government advisor explains the possibility of using the dinar instead of the dollar in oil sales. The US is not a hold-up. You guys can call it like that, but the US is not a hold-up. They want to really help the economy in Iraq. Because they destroy it, now they want to build it again. They're waiting for the right moment to put it back normal. Many pundits are saying the 20th and 21st could be our big day. Marks, yes, a lot of the pundits say this, and I am getting the same from top bond contacts, group leaders, you name it. It certainly makes me feel a little excited, but going to stay grounded. There are still great expectations from everyone, and I know some people who are heading to their locations on Monday for preparations, so I am hoping Tuesday actually means something. That the government is demanding guarantees for non-substituent currency back to the markets. This means the reinstatement back to the forex trading markets. The CBI wants guarantees that once they begin the process of the project to delete the zeros, it will go all the way to the reinstatement. So is this not what my CBI contact also told us? Just because you've been in it 20 years doesn't mean anything to me. I love you and I care about that. I respect it, but if you're down and out all the time and you're saying, "I've heard this before," it's not true. Don't lie to yourself. All this data we're having right now is fresh. It's new. It's totally different than it was 20 years ago. 10 years ago, since Sudani got in office, everything we're showing is in black and white. A lot of people out there have a darn good idea that change is coming. Question: do you think the lower notes are loaded in the ATM machines? Do I think it at this moment? No. They would be too vulnerable. Very soon emo though. Under the leadership of Prime Minister Mohammed al-Sudani, Iraq has achieved significant growth in its non-oil revenues, rising from 7 trillion Iraqi dinars to 27 trillion dinars in 2 years. This remarkable increase indicates a strategic shift towards diversifying the economy and enhancing its stability. This growth is attributed to several targeted economic reforms and initiatives. Income and wealth tax revenues. Income tax revenues increased by 118%, reflecting the successful implementation of tax reforms and improved taxpayer compliance. This significant increase indicates an effective restructuring of the tax system and enhanced financial oversight. Commodity tax revenues. Revenues from commodities increased significantly by 285%. This growth can be attributed to improved production techniques, expanded export markets, and strategic investment in the commodities sector. Fee revenues doubled, fees collected by the government increased by 50%, indicating enhanced organizational efficiency and better management of administrative processes. This growth underscores the government's ability to improve revenue generation from various sectors. Industrial and agricultural developments. To sustain and support this revenue growth, the Iraqi government has focused on strategic investments and sectoral advancements. Industrial expansion. Significant investments have been made in key industrial sectors, including fertilizer production, chemical manufacturing, and military equipment. These investments have not only expanded industrial capacity, but have also increased the sector's contribution to GDP. Agricultural progress. The government has expanded agricultural land from 5 million to 7 million acres. This expansion aims to boost local food production, enhance food security, reduce dependence on agricultural imports, and thus enhance the role of the agricultural sector in the economy. Policy objectives and strategic directions. The federal budget reflects a strategic realignment to reduce the budget's dependence on oil revenues from 95% to 80% of total revenues, and highlights a focus on balanced economic development and sustainability. Key policy thrusts include